Hello, everyone. So, Mr. Peter Obi did an interview. I think it was yesterday. I even did a video of that particular interview where I said Mr. Peter Obi was talking about the coalition, and I titled it "Peter Obi on the Coalition." You can go watch it also, and I will try and put it in the description. I hope I don't forget this time. So, in that video, I think what I would do right now is to allow you watch that video, because that video was simple, was said in simple English, and some people have misinterpreted it. They've been insulting Mr. Peter Obi, abusing Mr. Peter Obi, or attacking Mr. Peter Obi. I don't have any problem with anybody abusing, insulting, or attacking Mr. Peter Obi. He is he stood to be in the public space, and so those things happen. It's left for people. But when people just deliberately twist somebody's words and then they're running off with their own, it's unbelievable. So this is the thing, and they're saying that he's saying he doesn't want coalition. But anyway, just take a look at this video.
What is important, let's discuss Nigeria. Whether we are going to do coalition or not, let's talk about the future of the country. Because often we abandon the country and what we need to do, talking about power grab. I'm not interested in any coalition that is for purpose of taking power. It is about discussing Nigeria. How do we care about securing Nigeria? How do we care about the common person in Nigeria? How do we care about our children being in school? That is the most important thing for now. That's what we need to remove. Because what you're doing is that you're encouraging stealing of public money. Because if I steal it and use it to win an election, then I get all the powers and everything, including immunity, not to be prosecuted. So we must stop it. That is what is driving the stealing.
That video, you must admit that it was just in plain English. There was nothing that was ambiguous, that was not clear. From saying that let's talk about the future of the country, he said, I'm not interested in any coalition about the purpose of grabbing power, because I was trying to take some notes down. He was talking about how do you care for Nigeria, basically saying that for him, a coalition that works for the country, for the people, not just the one of grabbing power. That's what he is talking about, he is referring to. The kind of we saw what a coalition that was just about grabbing power in 2015 was. 2015, when APC came together and they started talking, they said all the right thing they were going to say. They said all the intelligent thing. In short, some of us were shocked that Buhari was what they fielded. We wanted, we sort of like we're rooting more for Atiku. Let Atiku be the one. So when I see people now carrying Atiku in their head, I'm like, please calm down. We're there in 2015 because the government needed to change. Even though today Jonathan suddenly looks like a saint because of now things are worse. Even in that 2014, Nigeria was already borrowing money to pay salaries. Imagine borrowing money. What's this account called? This federation, this account is it ECA? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, what's this account called now? Oh, this account where they have no, I'm trying to get the name, where they have this extra of petrol being put in, had been depleted. A lot of things happening. There was human rights abuses. Protesters were killed. Even that people have forgotten that protesters were killed, though they don't want to admit. During Occupy Nigeria, protests were stopped. Bring Back Our Girls were stopped several times. We refused to stop. We went to court. A whole lot of things. Papers were being snatched on the street. Newspaper houses were being attacked. Editors were being, arrested just because they say something about Jonathan. They wrote editorial about Jonathan. This day, editors and I could go on and on. So people were tired. I was like, stop this. Killings were going on. The presidency didn't care. They would not even say anything about it. The president would not say a word when attacks happen and stuff like that. And Nigerians were ready to just change. And that was how APC happened. And even when they brought, Buhari, a lot of people were skeptical. No, this guy that had, all of those things during his military era, 2011 when he didn't win the election. I even said that he can never win election in Nigeria. That was October 2014, after what happened in 2011. And then they brought in Osibanjo, who sounded intelligent, started the campaign, was doing common sense revolution, a lot of things. Citizens now went on and said, okay, with the way these people are talking, they'll be able to stand that. They know that if they vote at PDP, they come in. They know the way they voted at PDP, they vote them out again. Guess what? They came in, they became arrogant, became worse than what was there before and all of that. So you think with all of that, people are thinking, oh, let's just have a coalition to get this thing in. And Peter Obi said, no, it's not coalition for coalition's sake. It's coalition for Nigeria to work. And that's what, if you say the insult, left, right, and center, he did it, this, the other. They don't, this is the thing, they don't want Peter Obi, but they want Peter Obi's support base. So they know there are a lot of people who support Peter Obi. So they want Peter Obi to come and key into the coalition, and then they will field in the person that those people they want to feed. Then Peter Obi should just stay by the side and tell people his supporters to support whatever the coalition says. Hey, anyway, that was that interview. But Mr. Peter Obi has done a tweet, a statement. He said, I have observed that my honest interview yesterday was misquoted by many media outlets, creating a false narrative that misrepresents my position. It wasn't quoted anyhow. There's an interview. It's people that are just doing their own misquoting. Let me say the record straight. He said, I am not against coalition. In truth, I am for it, not for power grab, but to position Nigeria for greatness, which is what he said in that interview. He didn't say any of that thing. And now they're looking, oh, he doesn't want coalition. All they want is that coalition. They already want that. They want their own candidate to be. You know the candidate I'm talking about. I'm not going to mention him because name was not mentioned. But when it's time to mention it, I will mention it. Head no go rule. Even if you rule, now small, all of us go meet. All of us head go rule, meet for one side. I have and will never advocate for any coalition or alliance that does not prioritize the welfare and progress of the ordinary Nigerian. Any discussion about governance must center on what it means for the everyday Nigerian, how it will address critical issues such as access to quality healthcare and education, and pulling people out of poverty. Too often in our nation's history, individuals and groups have come together solely for the purpose of taking power for power's sake. Such vision have only deepened our challenges, leaving the ordinary Nigerian to bear the brunt of bad governance. This is what I stand firmly against. Our leadership must be about service, not self-interest. It must be about building a nation where opportunities abound for all, where justice and equity are non-negotiable, and where governance works for the people, not against them. As I have always maintained, the new Nigeria is possible, but it requires us to change the way we think about power. It is not about grabbing it. It is not, let me add my own jar. It is not about grabbing it, running with it, to say, oh, it's not giving a la carte and all of that. Power is about using it responsibly to transform lives and secure a brighter future for generations to come. And it is signed P.O. This is what he said, though. This is even in that interview. This is what he implied. But there are some people, whenever it is about Peter Obi, their veins, now so they high. Oh, Allah.